In today's video, we are diving into a powerful tool that can transform your property management approach. This is predictive maintenance powered by artificial intelligence, also called PDM. We will break down exactly what PDM is, how it leverages AI, and the real benefits it can bring to you. We will explore how PDM can save you time, money, and keep your tenants happy by preventing breakdowns before they happen. Today, we will delve into the exciting world of predictive maintenance powered by AI. The idea of this session is to equip you to proactively address potential property issues before they snowball into something major. We'll explore the benefits of predictive maintenance, how AI makes it possible, and walk you through implementing a basic PDM system for your properties. By the end of this session, you'll be armed with the knowledge to transform your property management approach, saving you time, money, and keeping your tenants happy. Now imagine a scorching summer day and your tenant's AC unit goes dead. With traditional reactive maintenance, you scramble to find a repair person and you're ringing all over the place trying to get somebody out to the property, leaving your tenant sweltering in the meantime. And even worse, if you're on holiday or your property is a short-let Airbnb, this can lead to really bad reviews. Now, the predictive maintenance approach is that by analyzing data on the equipment and performance over time, we can identify early warning signs of potential failures. So this allows us to schedule maintenance before a breakdown occurs, minimizing your downtime, minimizing tenant frustration, and most of all, minimizing the repair costs, because sometimes these things happen when it's peak time to have a call out, maybe late at night or during the daytime. So if you imagine the traditional maintenance approach on the left side and the predictive maintenance approach on the right side, then think about this. With a traditional approach, you rely on routine inspections and scheduled maintenance. Now, at some point, this was the way to go. Somebody's going out there responsibly taking notes and once in a while checks, or on a regular basis checks. Whereas on the predictive side, the check is every day, every minute, every second, because you have things sending data back and that's being monitored. Secondly, regular checks on the traditional side can lead to unexpected breakdowns and higher repair costs because something could break in between checks, so in between service visits. Whereas on the predictive side, you can see that the appliance is degrading gradually, and with that you can enable proactive maintenance and send someone out at the time that it's needed rather than making unnecessary trips. And then with traditional approach is you're more likely to have increased downtime and higher tenant inconvenience, whereas on a predictive approach, it's reduced downtime, your tenant's more satisfied, and your repair costs are typically lower. So the benefits of PDM for real estate property managers are reduced downtime of critical equipment, so your HVAC systems and your plumbing systems stay up for longer, lower repair and maintenance costs because your issues are being dealt with early, improved tenant satisfaction through fewer disruptions and a well-maintained property. So tenant satisfaction, I suppose, in one way, if they don't have any problems at the property, they just take it for granted that it's fine. So some tenants will not realize how much work is going on in the background, but you can document all of this and present it to your tenant and they'll be happy. So your tenant could be a commercial occupier or a residential occupier. So your property value could also increase because you have data showing that the equipment that's been put in is running at its optimal level. Because oftentimes when people come to purchase a property, sometimes they're not quite sure if the air conditioning equipment would need replacing within 2 weeks of them purchasing and that sort of thing. But with the data that you're able to gather through AI and your dashboards, you can present the performance of the property, performance of all of the HVAC systems and any items or plumbing, and show the data over time on how you've maintained that. It's like a car, selling a car with the service history along with it. And then the final thing is the data-driven insights can optimize the equipment performance and energy efficiency. The power of data analysis comes through AI analyzing vast amounts of data to identify patterns and predict equipment failures. So it would know how the equipment is used during the off times, in the evenings, during the daytime, and use that to create patterns. And anything that breaches those patterns, it would know is an abnormal event and trigger an alert as a result. And that alert will come to you, and then you can assess the alert to see if you should send someone out to fix the problem. So data sources for AI-powered PDM systems are generally sensors. So you'd have sensors next to your AC system or inside the AC system. And these sensor data would include things like the temperature, vibration, any pressure changes, and your historical maintenance records will be part of the data that AI factors in, and any weather data and the changes that your HVAC systems apply based on the prevailing temperature at that location. And you've got machine learning algorithms that can identify anomalies and predict potential issues. So real-world applications of AI-powered PDM, we'll look at 3 areas where AI-powered PDM could come in handy. So smart HVAC systems, again, these would rely on sensors being injected into that solution. Could be sensors positioned right next to the devices or the appliances you want to monitor. You also have predictive maintenance for plumbing systems. So you have sensors as well monitoring for leaks or abnormalities in the water pressure. This can enable you to intervene much early in the process if something is starting to leak, or you're starting to detect drips and stuff like that. That means that you can reduce the amount of damage to the property itself as well. So that reduces repairs. And the final one is smart appliances. You can gather data from your washing machines, your dishwashers, your fridge freezers, gather all that information into a central system, your property management system, and monitor those appliances over time and detect general degradations in operation levels. So what's the best way to apply an AI-based PDM or predictive maintenance solution? It starts with you. You need to identify the criteria you want those solutions to meet. So think about factors, firstly, your budget. So factors like your budget, any remote monitoring required, any dashboards that you want, and any remote supports that you want from the supplier of the solution. Then secondly, what sensors do you need to have in place? Does your HVAC system already have sensors? So you don't need to add any new sensors. You could just plug into the data that it's currently generating. So, and are you able to monitor things like the temperature, the vibration, the pressure, and what you need to have in place to track the changes over time? And the final one is it needs to be integrated into your PDM system, because with all your solutions, it's best if you have as few platforms or as few dashboards to monitor as possible. So if it's easy to integrate it with your current PDM system, then you can use that, or your property management software rather, you can use that information, tie it back to all other aspects of the property. So rentals being paid or rents being collected, other taxes that you're having to pay, and the general performance financially of that property. Now, the future of property management is definitely predictive. It saves a lot of people time, especially for properties that are remote and agents cannot visit. And ultimately, you want your agents or your property managers to focus on running a business rather than trying to firefight or find fixes to solutions that can easily be prevented. So predictive maintenance with AI is a powerful combination for property managers, 100%. PDM reduces downtime, lowers repair costs, and I hope you can see how it improves tenant satisfaction. And then with AI, it's able to analyze data to predict these equipment failures ahead of time, and it enables proactive maintenance. And there are some solutions already being delivered with this predictive capability, and that's why sometimes when you subscribe to the suppliers or the manufacturers support, they send you messages to say, well, this is broken, that's broken, or something is changing, or they need to turn up the site to fix an item or a component of the appliances you have in your property. So that all comes from data that they're able to gather. Then in terms of implementing AI-powered PDM, it's easier than you think, and it's probably going to save you a lot of effort and time in the long run. And we can be of assistance to you as well. If needed, do reach out to us. So we are autoread.ai. Our website is autoread.ai, and emails uan@autoread.ai. We're also available on all of our social media platforms, and do send us a message directly. If you have any questions, feel free to pose the questions in the comment section of this video. We will respond and assist you in any way possible. Ultimately, our business is about automating real estate and all aspects of real estate. So this is one that we find really exciting, because we can help you get all that data into a central location, into a central dashboard, help you with the integration, and ensure that your property is AI compliant. Ultimately, would like you to book onto our wait list or join our wait list for an AI audit of your property business, and we'll be sure to produce a report for you identifying areas that we believe your business would benefit from automation and replacing mundane tasks with something more automated and predictable and more efficient. So that brings us to the end of today's session, and I thank you so much for your time. Until next time, keep winning, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's session.